Hotshot! Good to see you again. Impressive upgrade you've gotten, my buddy. Now, if only that key in the back worked. Hello, everybody. Sparkster1701 here. We're taking another Legacy United Transformer review. This time around, we have Hotshot from the Cybertron series. This is pretty much an upgraded version of the character that we reviewed a while back. So this is him in his Cybertron form. Which, unfortunately, like Larry pointed out, was nice that they included characters from the Cybertron series, but it would have been nice if the cyber keys that came with them would have unlocked some of the same features. Oh well, I guess there's a lot of engineering and other logistical issues with doing that. Plus, of course, we've had Hotshot here on the show a few times, showcasing off some of the other toys. So it's time he gets his due. We'll start by taking a look at his accessories. We'll start first with his gun. They once again refer to this as just a simple blaster, but apparently on the original toy it was a missile launcher. And you can kind of see the aesthetic with that. You know, like this would probably have been the trigger for it. And while the tip of it does not remove, it is set up here on the end that a blast effect can be attached to it. So if you have some blast effects from the War for Cybertron line or on any of the other big toys, you could attach that on there and still have some fun. Make a nice way to display him. Coming around here to the back, we have his next accessory, which is this cyber key. It's a Velocitron cyber key, which would basically mean that since Velocitron was a planet for races, I'm guessing Hotshot here would get a chance to go real fast. Supposedly this also opened up some winged panels for him, but since the key doesn't work, you'd have to do that manually on this toy. Then lastly, something that's not shown but is a loose part are these side panels on his arms. And basically when you remove it, there's just basically the standard peg. But of course, since he's got that same standard hole on the outside, it is kind of pointless. But if you are looking for a loose one on the market, you do need to know that those do come off. As you can see, there's the other one. Those do come off, so you do need to be aware of that. Especially you parents that may be buying this for your children. You might want to know that those do come off, so if any of them are, you happen to find one on the rug or in your carpet, you have some idea as to where it goes. At any rate, let's take a look now at Hotshot's articulation. His head can be turned from side to side, and it is on a bit of a ball joint, so it will rock up and down. His arms can be raised up about so far, and they do rotate at the shoulder all the way. Might have to be careful with this car kibble on the back, but that's a minor problem. You can bend his arm at the elbow 90 degrees, and he does have a swivel at the bicep. So he has G.I. Joe battle grip. You can twist him a bit here at his hips, so he has some dance moves going. You can raise his legs up into a full splits, especially if you move the arms out of the way enough. He does have a thigh cut. You can raise his legs at the hip greater than 90 degrees, and you can bend him at the knee 90 degrees. Plus, he does move a bit at the ankle, but that's more for our transforming him than for posability. Okay, to transform Hotshot, he's a relatively simple one to do. We come down here to these panels on his legs, and we've got to open them up. Just like that. Now, once that's done, then you start bending him in at the knee joint so that it folds downwards. This takes a little bit of effort, but especially on a brand new one. This I found a pain on my first time. There we go. You get them all folded in like that. And then you fold the panels back together. Then once they are together, you can press his legs together to hold him all snug. Then now we come up here. You're going to fold this section up. So this panel that's in here, this was holding his head in. It does get a little loose. So you fold that downwards and inside. And we'll come down here to his head and we'll fold the head inside. Then we come back here to this back portion and you're going to rotate it around so that the glass is now at the front. Then we come here to his shoulders and you'll fold them in where the head was. And press them together. Really beginning to take shape now, isn't he, folks? Alright, now we come around here to the back. Where the spoiler is, you'll fold it out because it'll bring out his feet. Once it's like that, you fold his feet up. And then you return the spoiler to where it was. And now you're going to come here and you're going to work this section of the car slowly towards the back. These portions here should wrap around the spoiler like so. So then once you got them into position, straighten out his arms and bring them in from the side and get them connected in. Sometimes it takes a little effort. A little wiggling of parts. And then there we go. And then you just fold down the windscreen and snap it in place. And Hotshot becomes a sporty looking car. Of course, his accessories can be attached as well. There's a little thin slot here behind the engine. That's where the Velocitron key slides into. Push that in real good. And of course the gun can be mounted on the top. How well does he roll on this table? Rolls pretty fast. Now we mentioned earlier that he had a gimmick of some little wings that pop out up here. Well, there you can probably see there's these little red bits of plastic here, and they just fold out. Now, I was able to reach them like so, but the instructions recommend that you pop this portion out and then fold them out. But hey, I could do it without doing that, so more power to me, I guess. Now we get to my thoughts. What do I think of this version of Hotshot? I kind of like this one a little bit more than the Armada version that we had last year. Unfortunately, the yellow color on the original Hotshot reminded me of Bumblebee too much. This one I like a little better. The car's a little beefier. It's in a nicer color. It definitely screams that it's built for speed, and they at least found a way to incorporate the little gimmick that the old toy had. Although I think I would have might have enjoyed if the wings actually worked, but I guess I'll settle for this. But I do like this one a little bit better. If there is a downside, like I said, I don't like the fact that the arm panels are removable. There's no real point to it. There's no purpose for it. It just makes an extra piece to get lost that's unnecessary because they both have the same kind of hole that would be exposed by taking them off. So, kind of silly and pointless. At any rate, that's my look at the Legacy United version of Hot Shot from the Cybertron Universe. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do remember that if you love the content we feature here on this channel, I would enjoy a like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Sparkster1701 saying I'll catch you all later.